Hello, hi. Also, I just want to pause real quick because I don't know what's going on with me. I'm like trying to stay awake all day, and then at night I'm just like can't go to sleep. So I'm like trying to push through it. I don't know why, but yesterday and today I'm just like so out of it. Like nothing's happening really, like at all. I don't know. I'm having a hard time trying to find motivation to actually do things and finish things. So that's why I'm like trying to make a video to like do this, because it is motivating and it's more fun to do it and then see the progression of like a finished product. But yeah, I just want to say that because I'm not like super, oh my gosh, having the greatest time ever. Honestly, I'm just like so tired and I kind of just want to go climb into bed and go to sleep, and it's only like, I don't know, 2 or 3. But I just want to share that because I feel so out of it today and I don't want to like be a bummer, but I guess that's just where we're at right now. So yeah. So we are going to make a compost bin today, and I will say I looked at a few things a few months ago. So we're doing this off of memory and it's strictly DIY. So I got these little bins. I would say they're about like 10 by 6 bins from IKEA. I don't recall how much they were, but they're stackable. We're going to have a base tier that's going to collect the worm tea. And the worm tea basically is all of the liquid that comes out of the compost that comes out of the castings. So there's worms, worm castings, and worm tea. So this is the plan. First, we're going to glue the lids to the bottom of 2 of them. So this is going to be the worm tea, which won't have any holes in it. And then when these lids are glued to this, it's going to be stackable. This 3rd lid will act as the top enclosure, and then the worms will travel up to the 2nd bin once this bin is full, and then this bin will now become the middle bin, and it'll go like that, and then the top. So the bottom never changes. The top 2 will interchange once they become full, and once they do become full, your worm castings will be used as fertilizer in gardens and plants. And then the worm tea, once it becomes full, or basically whenever it produces anything, you can put it as, I guess, food or fertilizer. I don't know if that's interchangeable, probably not. I am going to glue 2 of the lids to the bottom. This one we'll just set aside for now. The reason why we're gluing them to the bottom is so it doesn't like slide around like that, and it'll create a seal. So when I drill the holes, it stays a hole and doesn't go like offset like this and then be like, I don't know, half of a hole, if that makes sense. But we are going to glue this. Okay, I returned with a better camera angle. Okay, this should be relatively simple. It should be. So I'm going to just apply it on the edges. It says it takes 2.5 hours to set, so we have working time. I'm stressed out. Okay, should I do 2 at a time? No, that seems really stressful. Okay, okay. We're going to put it in here. Do I have to like push super hard? I don't understand. Why is it not? I don't want to push too hard and have it go everywhere. Is it working? Okay. Go set that there for a second. Mix this dude up. Now, let me just gonna tap it on, I guess. This is so much uglier than I thought it was going to be, but no one's gonna see it. Only I know, and you guys know. All right, I'm gonna grab like 4 of these, put them on the side. I really hope it's like the correct width, And now, wow, that really was the perfect width. Oh my God, I'm a genius. Okay, so that one's done. All right, time to apply. Whoa. Why is it doing that? Why? 4 more popsicle sticks and line them up on the edges. This was honestly a great idea because that's like so perfectly centered. This is what I'm talking about. These are like the little things that matter to me. Okay, and I'm going to weigh these down with some books or other heavy things since I don't own a lot of books. Okay, so I'll see you back in a few hours and hopefully they'll be done and pretty and hopefully I can get these popsicle sticks out. Okay, bye. And we're back. It's been 3 hours. Theoretically, it should be set. So here they are in all its glory. Ooh, okay, okay. I'm just gonna see if I can like, oh, they come out. Wow, this is so easy. Kind of debating whether or not I should drill the holes in them now because what if it doesn't, like, I know it said that it sets in 3 hours. Also, look, you can't even see the epoxy. It dried white and you see nothing, which is really great. This is gonna be so cute, oh my gosh. Pop that last one out and oh my goodness! Oh! And they sit. Now, this is my plan. So as I explained before, this is a interchangeable system. So they need to somehow get to the second tier. And that's where the drill bit comes in handy. So we're gonna drill a bunch of holes in the bottom of both of these so worms can pass through it. So we have this. I'm going to assume that this will allow wormies to get through. I don't know. How thick are worms? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Oh, they're about 1/8 inch in diameter. Okay, this one says that it's a 1/4. Okay, I think we're going to go with the 5/16. Okay, I'm going to use the camera audio, so sorry if it sounds kind of bad. This is the 3/8 in diameter one that we're going to use to do the drilling. And just for reference, they said that they can grow up to 1/4. So having the hole bigger gives them room to like pass through. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to hang it off to the side and just drill holes in it. Prepare for a time lapse. Okay, we are back and it's the next day because our epoxy split on one of the things. So I had to re-epoxy it and then finish drilling the holes, but it was the one that I didn't weigh down too much. So one I weighed down with like a 10-pound dumbbell and the other one was like a full liter of water. So however much a liter of water weighs is how much it got weighed down with. But now I'm just gonna sand the rough edges. I don't know if this is the best way to do this. Well, let's just try it real quick. This is not gonna work. We need a straight razor. Okay, I've returned. I guess I'm just going to like, okay, yeah, this is way better. I think. Oh yes, this is way better. And then we'll sand down the rough edges afterwards. I mean, honestly, I think this is the best I can do. All right, now I'm just gonna sand it. I mean, it looks a lot better than it did before. Okay, so I just realized that I have to make more holes in the lid for airflow. So we're gonna do that. Also, I just want to pause. We're gonna make holes in this lid and then we're going to fill our little bins with newspaper and coconut fiber, I believe, and some coffee grounds for, I think it's called, what is it called? Grits. It's called grit. It's used to help worms digest their food, I guess, because it like rubs on their bodies and then, I don't know. They just do it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're going to drill holes in this and then I'm gonna re-drill through the existing holes we have now because sanding it down has made some of the plastic bits on the inside like not come out. So that's also what we're going to do. I'm gonna go with the 3/32 bit. Is it called a bit still? Okay, I think that'll do it. Okay, we're back. It's a few days later because I needed to buy worms and the only worms that I could get, well, so they sell worms online and then they sell worms on like OfferUp. So I contacted a lady and she got back to me like 2 days later, then we set up this whole thing. Anyways, I got the worms and they're right here. So they gave me about 100 worms, she said. She put in some of the compost and bedding. So there's just some wet cardboard and like shredded paper and stuff. And she said that I should buy a shredder at like a thrift store or something so it'll be easier for me to shred paper, which I totally agree with because cutting this by hand is gonna take a minute and I make my own paper and that took forever to cut up. So now that we have the worms, we are going to set up our boxes. So right here I have 2 of the containers that the worms are going to be placed in, and in hindsight I should have probably made the holes a little bit smaller since the worms are pretty small. She showed me how big the large worms can get and they're pretty small. I mean, they're not as big as I thought in my head when she showed me them. They're definitely smaller and they're going to work, or at least for now. If I need to make more holes, then you know, that's fine, but I think this will work out just fine. So what we're going to do is just take some newspaper, shred it, and then fill the bottom of each one with newspaper. I don't think you have to shred the first one. Maybe it's best if I don't, since the holes are, well, they're not so big, but they are definitely large. So maybe I should do that. So I'm just gonna do that. And I guess it doesn't have to be perfect, but enough that I can just like lay it down comfortably, I suppose. This is what we're looking at. And then I think I'm gonna shred a little bit more paper. Okay, now I'm just going to, well, I brought this water bottle. Just going to wet that. Maybe that was too much. Don't know. But now I'm gonna do this one. This is my first time doing it, so I'm just trying my best, okay? Just lay that in there. Wet this a bit. And then both of them, I'm gonna just do little shreds. And thankfully, newspaper is really easy to shred with your hand. I mean, I guess all paper is, but for some reason, newspaper is just way more satisfying. Yeah, a paper shredder would be really nice right now. I mean, I feel like that looks pretty good. Just spraying it down. Okay, sweet. Also, please excuse how dirty it is. I'm not a person. I mean, I am a person. I'm not a perfect person. Okay, so now that we have these set off to the side, we're gonna open our peat moss. And peat moss basically is a soil that retains water very well. I just read that it's really good for compost worms and stuff like that, so that's why I bought it. I'm gonna fill both of them, so when this one becomes dirty, no, not dirty, full. So when this one becomes full, this one will be all set and ready to go to have them travel up. I'm not exactly sure how much I should do. I think I'm gonna do like about half, or maybe I should do a third in this one, half in this one, so when I add the worms into this one, it will hopefully equal to half. So that's what we're going to do. Sorry for the explanation if that was a little confusing. And then I'm gonna fill this one to halfway. I know it's kind of getting everywhere, but that's okay. That looks pretty good. This is so exciting. I am pretty sure that you have to spray down the soil. If not, you know, it's just water, whatever, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay, it's time for the worms. So this is what she gave me. Basically, it's like the compost that she already had and some bedding right here. But if you see, oh, you see, yeah, look at them go. That one looks dead. Oh, he's not dead. He's not dead. Now it's time to dump the worms! I'm very excited. I don't want to like hurt them, but like if, you know, they're worms, they can do it. I'm just gonna, I guess, dump them in like, oh, hello wormies. Okay. Dang, there's like a lot of paper. Oh, you can see that one. Look at him go! How am I gonna get the wormies out? Okay, I'm gonna just take the end of a paintbrush and just help them out a little bit. I just don't want to crush them like with my hand. That's why I'm using this. The problem with this coffee tin is like, it's really sticking to the sides of this thing. I did not foresee this to be a problem. This isn't as stressful as I'm making it, I swear. Oh, there's a wormy. There you go. Welcome to your home. Come on, wormy. There we go. Okay, I think that's all the worms. Now, I'm just gonna flatten this out a little bit. She really put like a lot of paper. I probably should have flipped this somehow else. Oh, that's not a sentence. That's not words. I'm going to just push some of this to the side on the second one, and then grab some of the paper product on the top, making sure there's no worms. And I'm just gonna put the excess paper in the second one, so it's not like jammed with paper on the top, you know? I think that should be good enough. I know this isn't the way to do it, but this is how it's being done right now. And honestly, like, they're wormies, they can figure it out. And now what I'm going to do is just top this off with a little more soil. And finally, I'm just going to spray both of these. And now we assemble. So this is going to go on the one that's empty, and then this one is going to go in the middle like this, and then this one goes on top. And now we pretty much just wait until we wait. So we're gonna let them settle in and be wormies, and you know, just add in our food scraps. I'm sure you guys can hear that too. Oh yeah, you can definitely hear that. My dad's making something with the blender. Dad! Thank you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think I said this a few days ago, but you basically want to avoid any meats, dairies, and acidic items. And any garlic and onions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys want updates on the compost bin to see if it actually works, I'll let you guys know that. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'm sorry this is coming out a little bit late, but now our compost is done and I'm so excited to actually use it and be more eco-friendly and sustainable. And now wormies have a home and food, so it all works out. You can follow me on my social medias to keep up with me in between uploads, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!